Greetings and welcome. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the channel, checking out this video. We have a collective energy reading for the day that is so amazing. And you're sitting here looking at it question marks going, what? What is this going to be? We do have a new deck for our reading that we are starting. And so for the next lunar cycle, going forward, we'll be looking at this new deck, and this is a timeless reading, so that's why there's no date on it. Whenever you get this reading, it is the right time for you to get this message. You had a question, or there was something you wanted a little clarification on, or just confirmation, affirmation. Okay, this is the right message for you at this time. And I am super excited. We have got an amazing deck for you. So, you know what? Let's just dive on in and find out, what is it? What is it? What will it be? It is the Woodland Wardens deck by Jessica Rue. Okay, all right. Well, this looks excellent. This looks amazing. Let's find out what more we've got going on with this. Okay, we've got inside the box, we've got a author's bio, basically. So let's take a look and see what that says. Jessica Rue is a Nashville-based freelance illustrator and author of Florography, an illustrated guide to the Victorian language of flowers. She loves exploring in her own backyard and being surrounded by an abundance of nature. Using subdued colors and rhythmic shapes, she renders flora, fauna, and much more in a richly detailed, old-world style. A seasoned reader of tarot, she loves to include hidden symbolism inspired by the Rider-Waite-Smith deck in her illustrations. Okay, well that sounds awesome. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Let's find out what the deck looks like, okay? All right, so beautiful. I love the design on the backs of the cards. Those are excellent. And there's the little guidebook. And okay, and inside, oh, I see they look beautiful, at least to begin with. So what do we think our collective energy reading is going to be for today? Well, let's find out. All right, so we have card number 19. I believe this is. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. The bat and the hellebore. And the first thing I will tell you is personally, I love hellebores. I think they are amazing flowers. They're so shy. They kind of hide their little blossoms, but they are so awesome. And they're one of the few shade flowers that grow well. And for several years I lived in the Pacific Northwest, so shade and lack of sun was definitely a thing. And hellebores were one of the few flowering plants that we could plant in our gardens and have some kind of expectation of getting flowers. So, and bats, they get a bad rep, you know? I really think they do. They are very communal creatures. They're very the extrasensory. They have abilities that we still are learning more and more about all the time. So I can definitely understand the shy, reticent, hesitant energy from the hellebores and the intuitive, extrasensory perception of the bat. I can certainly see how that energy just from the pictures comes into play, but it's a very deep toned energy. I'm getting a lot of earth. I'm getting a lot of earth, a ton of earth. So let me know in the comments what your initial impressions are of the card. That would be awesome. And we will take a look and find out what the book says. But I do also want to note that card number 19, 1 plus 9 equals 10, which reduces down to a 1. So this is a card of beginnings. Okay, and I'm interested to find out what Miss Rue has for us for this card for today, what the reading is on this. So this is a card of intuition. Bats are guardians of the night. representing dreams, visions, and the subconscious. They show us how to access our mystical side. Hellebore is an unusual flower. Blooming in the winter with down-turned sepals, it resembles a cup being poured out, a symbol of emotional candor. Together, the bat and the hellebore tell us to trust our intuition. When the card is upright, and I did read the card as upright, it came out upright obviously in the new deck, it says, your instincts can be relied upon. Curl inward like the hellebore, and as the blind bat trusts its hearing, trust in your intuition to guide you. So the question for us for the day, okay? How can I learn to trust my gut? How can I learn to trust my gut? Do I need to analyze a problem, or is the answer more immediate and instinctual? So the first thing I will just say off the top is it's interesting how this card and this energy follows right on from the previous deck that we were reading, and how instinct and intuition and divine guidance are what help us make sure that we stay on the path that we want to be on, that we need to be on for our life's purpose, for our best and highest good, and the highest and greatest good for all, right? So being a part of that is very, very important. Having that divine guidance and that open line of communication between us and spirit. And we had mentioned yesterday about putting your hand on your heart over that chakra, right in the center of your chest there, right in the meeting at the sternum, right at the very, very top of your stomach, right? And as soon as you touch that, your attention will go to wherever your hand is touching. So as soon as you touch that area, your attention is immediately going to be drawn to your heart. Your heart, your gut, they are connected, and that's where you get that divine guidance. So if there's something that you weren't quite sure how to proceed, if you were supposed to proceed, okay, the questions are, how can I learn to trust my gut? And do I need to analyze a problem? Do you need to put your brain into it? Or is the answer more immediate and instinctual? And the one thing I will tell you, a lot of 3D stuff like finances, transportation, food, shelter, those kind of immediate needs can get very much in our faces. And it's difficult to put instinct and intuition, gut knowledge, heart knowledge into those kinds of aspects. But we are really called in this ascension process to be bringing in our heart, to be bringing in love, even in those very mundane, very non-magical, non-intuitive kinds of things, and say, is this something that needs more information? Do I need to do research online or something? Is this a brain thing? Am I missing something here? Or is this something where I have all of the information and I'm just confused? I'm just confused. I don't know which way to go on it. That's when divine intuition, guidance, wisdom, that's where they come into play. And they come into play on the 3D as well as the esoteric, existential questions that we have about, am I on my life purpose path? Am I going in the right direction? Those kinds of questions. So through all of it, we are called to bring in our best and highest self, to ask, how can I learn to trust my gut? Right? Is the answer more immediate and instinctual? Is this something where I can close my eyes and feel what's right? And I'm just going to say, one of my favorite ways to determine that question is to say, am I getting a hell yeah to go forward with this, or am I getting a no, or oh, I don't know? If it's not a hell yeah, it's a hell no. Straight up. Okay, that's where gut comes into play. That's where intuition comes into play. If it's not a hell yeah, it's a hell no. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments if that resonated with you at all. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, so if you're still with me here at the end, please do like and subscribe. If you haven't already done so, it does help the YouTube algorithm, help other people find this channel and find these readings. Okay? You are amazing. I love you. You are going to have the most amazing day today. You are going to lock into your intuition. You're going to use your head knowledge. You're going to get information if you need to get information. And if you need guidance and clarification, you're going to close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and ask, is this a hell yes or a hell no? Right? That's it. That's where we are. Have a most amazing day. You are so blessed. Be blessed. Be a blessing. I love you, and ciao for now.